Epistle to the Romans, Volume 2, Session 24. 羅馬人書註釋卷二第24講 Romans 11, 3 and 4. 羅馬書第11章3同埋4節。主啊，他們殺了你的先知，拆了你的祭壇，只剩下我一個人，他們還要尋索我的命。上帝的回話是怎麼說的呢？他說：我為自己留下7000人，是未曾向巴力屈膝的。Apart from the inversion of order and some abridgment, the quotation in verse 3 follows the Hebrew and Greek of the passage concerned. 除咗次序嘅倒置同埋一啲嘅濃縮，呢處第3節嘅引文係忠於希伯來文聖經同埋希臘文譯本㗎。The particular interest of these verses is focused in the reply to Elijah's complaint and the relation of this answer to the apostles' theme. 呢幾節特別關注到上帝對以色列，呢幾節係特別關注到上帝對以利亞嘅控告嘅回應，同埋呢個回應與保羅嘅主題嘅關係。The answer, verse 4, is taken from 1 Kings 19:18. 第4節上帝嘅回應呢係引用咗列王記上19章18節。The reproduction, though conveying the thought, is modified from both the Hebrew and the Greek in accordance with the freedom the apostle applies in other cases. 保羅嘅引文呢係修改咗希伯來文同埋希臘文譯本嘅，就根據保羅多次所使用嘅自由。The oracle is not merely that there were 7,000 left who had not bowed to Baal. 上帝嘅曉諭不僅是以色列中還留咗7000人沒有向巴力屈膝。Emphasis is placed upon God's action. He had reserved these. 重點係放在上帝嘅作為，係佢保留咗這些人。And Paul introduces the thought that God had kept for himself the 7,000. 而保羅引進呢個概念，上帝係為自己嘅緣故保留咗呢7000人㗎。There is a note of efficacious grace and differentiation. 呢度帶着有效嘅恩典同埋分別出來嘅語氣㗎。The effectiveness of the discrimination is indicated by the way in which the result of God's preserving grace is stated. 上帝把這些人分別出來嘅有效性點樣顯出呢？係藉著保羅指出上帝保存嘅恩典嘅結果個説法而顯明㗎。They are men of such sort that they did not bow the knee to Baal. 他們是這類品格嘅人，就係他們未曾向巴力屈膝。Though the number corrects Elijah's mistaken estimate of the situation and is far in excess of what his complaint would imply, yet it should be noted that the 7,000 were only a remnant. 雖然7000呢個人數糾正咗以利亞對事情嘅估計，遠遠超過咗佢嘅控告所暗示嘅。不過我哋要注意，就算係7000人，仍然係愚民。This fact underscores the widespread apostasy in Israel at the time and points to the parallel between Elijah's time and the apostles. 呢個事實強調着當時以色列民係普遍嘅叛逆，指向以利亞嘅處境同埋保羅嘅處境嘅平衡性。This is a consideration basic to the use Paul makes of the Old Testament passage. 呢方面嘅考慮係對保羅點樣引用呢段舊約經文係基本嘅因素嚟㗎。Notwithstanding the apostasy of Israel as a whole, yet there was a remnant, though only a remnant, whom God has kept for himself and preserved from the idolatry of Baal's worship. 雖然以色列廣泛嘅背叛上帝，但係仍然有餘民。雖然僅僅係餘民，上帝為自己嘅緣故保留咗佢哋，亦都保守佢哋，冇敬拜偶像，冇敬拜巴力神。This example is adduced to prove that God had not cast off Israel as his chosen and beloved people. 保羅提出呢個例子，要證明上帝並冇棄絕以色列佢所愛嘅選民。 The import, therefore, is that the salvation of a small remnant from the total mass is sufficient proof that the people as a nation had not been cast off。因此呢度嘅意思就係話呢，從整群中拯救了少數嘅餘民，係足夠嘅證據，證明整個以色列民係並冇被上帝棄絕咗嘅。Romans chapter 11 verses 5 and 6，羅馬書11章5到6節。如今也是這樣，照着揀選的恩典，還有所留的餘數。既是出於恩典，就不在乎行為；不然恩典就不是恩典了。From the parallel situation in the days of Elijah, Paul makes the application to his own time and concludes that there is a remnant according to the election of grace。保羅將以利亞時期嘅平衡處境應用在佢時代嘅處境，所作嘅結論就係、根據上帝恩典嘅揀選呢，係仍然有一個餘民嘅。According to the argument, there is a necessity for the remnant, however widespread may be Israel's unbelief and apostasy。根據保羅嘅論證，餘民嘅存在係必須嘅，不論以色列嘅不信叛逆係幾咁嘅廣泛。The necessity resides in the fact that Israel, God had loved and elected。呢個必須性係在於一件事，上帝已經愛，已經揀選咗以色列。For that reason, they are His people which He foreknew。因此佢哋係上帝所預先知道嘅子民。That He should utterly cast them off is incompatible with electing love。上帝若全然棄絕佢哋，乃係與佢嘅揀選嘅愛係不一致嘅。The guarantee that this abandonment had not occurred is not denial of the widespread apostasy with its resultant rejection on God's part, but the existence of a remnant。對上帝冇棄絕以色列嘅保證，並不等於否認以色列普遍性嘅叛逆，結果被上帝拒絕。但係保證仍然有餘民嘅。Therefore, since God's foreknowledge cannot fail of its purpose, there's always a remnant。因此上帝嘅預先知道，既然唔可能不成就佢嘅計劃，因此無論喺咩時代，必然有餘民存在嘅。The 7,000 in Elijah's day exemplified the operation of this principle because it was a time of patent and aggravated apostasy in Israel。以利亞時期嘅7000人指出呢個原則在運作中，因為當時嘅以色列呢係明目張膽、嚴重嘅離經叛道嘅。But as it was in Elijah's day, so also is it now。但係以利亞嘅時期如何，現今也如何。The idea of a remnant is present in verse 4。第4節就有咗餘民嘅概念㗎。In 927, this notion appears in the quotation from Isaiah 10:22。第9章27節呢個概念係從引用以賽亞10章22節可以看出㗎。Now, however, the term is used expressly to designate the distinctive segment of Israel defined by the election of grace。但係而家嘅用詞呢，係要明文指出以色列中特殊嘅群體，乃是根據恩典揀選嘅群體嚟嘅。The precise form of expression is that there has come to be a remnant according to the election of grace。保羅嘅説法就係、根據恩典嘅揀選呢，係有咗一個餘民㗎。And this means that the distinguishing identity of those that's characterized proceeds from God's gracious election。意思就係話呢，呢一班特定嘅人嘅獨特身份，乃是源自上帝恩典嘅揀選。This description of the source shows of itself that the differentiation finds its whole explanation in the sovereign will of God and not in any determination proceeding from the will of man。保羅咁樣描述佢哋身份嘅來源呢，本身就顯明這些人被分別出來，唯一嘅解釋係上帝主權嘅旨意，並不係源自呢 人嘅意志嘅任何嘅決定因素嘅。Either term bears this implication。呢兩個詞彙，恩典、揀選，都帶有呢個含義㗎。And the combination, the election of grace, makes the emphasis cumulative。結合起來就加強咗保羅嘅重點啦。In verse 6, the apostle adds further definition of what is implicit in the expression election of grace。第6節呢，保羅進一步為恩典的揀選作出定義㗎。And he does so by setting up the antithesis between grace and human performance。保羅係將恩典同埋人嘅表現對立起來。If grace is conditioned in any way by human performance or by the will of man impelling to action, then grace ceases to be grace。恩典若係受到人嘅表現或者受到人嘅意志或者意志引發出嚟嘅行動所影響呢，恩典就唔係恩典啦。This verse, as specifying the true character of grace in contrast with works, serves the same purpose at this point as does not of works, but of him that calleth in 9:11. Refer also to Ephesians 2, verse 8, second half. 呢一節經文指出恩典同埋行為兩者嘅性質。喺呢度嘅目的就係要同第9章11節不是出自行為，乃是出自那呼召人的那位嘅目的係一樣㗎。第9章11節參考以弗所書第2章第8節嘅。Romans 11:7-10，羅馬書第11章第7節到第10節，這是怎麼樣呢？以色列人所求的，他們沒有得着，唯有蒙揀選的人得着了，其餘的就成了頑梗不化的。如經上所記，上帝給他們昏迷的心，眼睛不能看見，耳朵不能聽見，直到今日。大衛也說：願他們的筵席變為網羅，變為機檻，變為絆腳石，作他們的報應。願他們的眼睛昏蒙不能看見，願你時常彎下他們的腰。What then？ 這又如何呢？和合本這是怎麼樣呢？新譯本那又怎麼樣呢？ It's a way of asking what is the conclusion to be drawn from what precedes 嘅意思就係問從上文應該作點樣嘅結論呢？ The situation in view with respect to which the question is asked is that dealt with in the 6 verses preceding。呢個問題所面對嘅情況就係第1節到第6節所討論嘅。The apostle is concerned with the apostasy of Israel as a whole。保羅所關注嘅就係以色列全民嘅背逆。This constrains the question: Has God therefore cast off his chosen people？ 咁就引發出呢個問題啦，就係因此上帝係咪棄絕咗佢嘅選民呢？ The answer is negative。答案係冇棄絕㗎。But not negative in such a way as to deny the empirical fact of Israel's apostasy。但呢個答案冇否認到以色列人嘅叛逆呢個事實㗎。The answer finds its validation in the fact that there is still a remnant of Israel, whom God has elected and reserved for himself。保羅指出嘅事實嚟證實佢嘅答案。以色列中仍然有餘民係上帝為自己所揀選所保留㗎。This is just saying that the negative answer is demanded because of the differentiation between the mass and the remnant。換言之，答案必然是負面嘅，上帝冇棄絕佢嘅子民，因為全民同埋餘民之間係有所區別嘅。The answer to what then is therefore a summary assessment of the whole situation unfolded in verses 1-6 and viewed from the perspective of Israel's failure as the way of interpreting the unbelief with which the whole passage is concerned。因此，保羅咁樣去回答這又如何呢？呢個問題，保羅從以色列嘅失敗嘅角度去總結對第1到第6節展示出嘅情況嘅評估。佢係咁樣去解釋以色列嘅不信㗎。而以色列嘅不信呢，係整段經文所關注嘅主題。The way of stating Israel's failure, that which Israel seeketh for, that he obtaineth not。 is similar to and substantially to the same effect as what we found already in 9:31-32 and 10:2 and 3。保羅係咁樣去說出以色列嘅失敗嘅，以色列所追求的，他沒有得到。咁樣呢，係同第9章31、32節同埋第10章2到3節嘅意思本質上係相似㗎。It is reasonable to infer， 因此我哋有理由作出呢個推論。That what Israel is represented as seeking for, though not stated in this verse, is the righteousness mentioned in 9:31 and 10:3. This righteousness Israel did not obtain, and the reason is given in 9:32 and 10:3. 因此我哋有理由咁樣作推論，以色列所追求嘅，雖然呢一節冇講明追求乜嘢，就係第9章31節同埋第10章第3節所提到嗰個義，呢個義以色列冇得到。原因喺第9章32同埋10章第3節有講出嘅。When Paul says the election obtained it, he means the elect。當保羅話揀選卻得到了，揀選 election 嘅時候呢，佢係指選民 the elect。But he uses the abstract noun， 但係佢用嘅係抽象名詞 to lay stress on the idea rather than on individuals， 強調揀選嘅概念，而唔係強調被揀選嘅人。And thus accentuates the action of God as the reason， 以此突顯出上帝嘅作為係原因嚟嘅。The election in the evaluation of the situation given in this verse is parallel to I have left for myself 7,000 men in verse 4, and to a remnant according to the election of grace in verse 5, and fulfills the same purpose in pointing to the act of God's grace by which is obviated the inference that God has cast off his people。當我哋評估呢節經文所面對嘅處境嘅時候，就睇到 the election 揀選係同我為自己留下7000人第4節，同埋根據恩典嘅揀選嘅餘民第5節係平衡相應嘅。他們都扮演同樣嘅功能，係指向上帝恩典嘅作為嘅，以此駁斥上帝已經棄絕咗佢子民嘅推論。What the elect have obtained is the righteousness of God, and with it God's favor and acceptance。選民所得到嘅係上帝嘅義，同時得到上帝嘅恩寵同埋接納嘅。The election of grace and the election of verses 5 and 7 must refer to the particular election of individuals in distinction from the theocratic election referred to in his people, verse 1, and his people which he foreknew, verse 2. This distinction we found earlier in the exposition of chapter 9, verses 10 to 13. 恩典嘅揀選同埋揀選第5同埋第7節呢，必定係指個別每一個人嘅揀選，而唔係上帝揀選以色列作神治國家嗰個揀選。例如他的子民第1節，同埋他所預先知道的子民第2節。我哋喺羅馬書上文已經睇到呢方面嘅區別㗎。參看第9章10到13節嘅注解。But the reasons for the same conclusion in this context are to be noted。但係保羅在這段經文作出同樣嘅結論，有佢嘅理由㗎。我哋必須要睇上下文。第一方面 ，Number 1， there is sustained differentiation in the whole passage. In verse 4, between the mass of Israel and the 7,000. In verse 5, between the mass and the remnant. In verse 7, between the hardened and the election. 第一，呢段經文係不斷作出區別嘅。以色列全民同埋7000人，第4節；全民同埋餘民，第5節；心中剛硬了的人同埋選民，第7節。We are compelled to inquire as to the source, implications, and consequences of this distinction。我哋必須詢問這些區別源自什麼，有什麼含義，有什麼後果呢？ Number 2， 第二方面 ，The election is said to be of grace, verse 5。揀選係根據恩典嘅揀選，第5節。And the apostle in verse 6 is careful to define the true character of grace in contrast with works。 而保羅喺第6節好謹慎嘅指出，恩典真正嘅性質係與行為對照嘅。When Paul emphasizes grace in this way， 當保羅咁樣去強調恩典嘅時候呢， It is the grace unto salvation that is in view， 係指拯救人嘅恩典㗎。參考一啲嘅經文，羅馬書3章24節、4章16節、5章20同埋21節、加拉太書2章21節、以弗所書2章5節同埋8節、提摩太前書1章14節、提後1章第9節。Number 3， 第3方面 ，The election verse 7 is said to have obtained it， 揀選得到了，即係選民得到了。第7節。And as noted above, the thing obtained cannot be anything less than the righteousness unto eternal life. Refer to chapter 5, verses 18 and 21. 所得到嘅無他就係義同埋永生。參考羅馬書第5章18同埋21節嘅。Number 4， 第4方面 ，The 7,000 verse 4 are said to have been kept for God Himself, and as not having bowed a knee to Baal。上帝為自己嘅緣故保留咗7000人，第4節係冇向巴力屈膝嘅。As characterizations, these imply a relation to God similar to the obtaining of righteousness, favor, and life of verse 7。作為這些人的描述，暗示着佢哋同上帝嘅關係嘅，同獲得義、恩寵同埋生命呢係相似嘅。These reasons render it impossible to think of the election as anything other than the election unto salvation, of which the Apostle speaks elsewhere in his epistles。基於這些理由，我哋不可能認為這裏嘅揀選唔係指被揀選得救㗎。呢個係保羅喺其他書信經文都有提到㗎。例如羅馬書第8章33節、以弗所書第1章第4節、哥羅西書3章12節、帖撒羅尼迦前書第1章第4節、提多書第1章第1節。These considerations derived from this context are confirmatory of what we have found above regarding the election referred to in 9:11。這些理由係來自經文嘅上下文，證實咗我哋喺上文即係第9章11節所看到嘅就係揀選嘅意義。The rest are hardened， 其他嘅人就剛硬咗啦。我哋下一節繼續講其他嘅人嘅剛硬。